Over the past 2 months, I was juggling like 8 different projects for my company, Goodo Studios. I was making pretty good money, but I was also working a lot to accomplish all of those projects. If I wanted to build my business or make more money, I would have to get more projects than what I was having already. But with more projects, that would mean more time. I really didn't have any more time to give. In fact, I was giving probably too much time. So I ended up hiring somebody to help me part-time with somebody else that I have to pay. The expenses are now up. And so even though I might be able to take on more projects based on the pricing, I'm still kind of losing out, or I'm not making a lot of money to really move the needle where it'd be worth me taking those new projects or even hiring somebody else out. If I wanted to actually build my business, something had to change. I was talking to a friend, a mentor, and he said, Matt, it's time for you to raise your prices. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Matthew Gattozzi and I run a content creation studio called Goodo Studios, and we create photos and videos for consumer brands. I can guarantee that you're being underpaid for your work. I know that because you wouldn't have clicked on this video if that wasn't true. Somewhere deep down, you feel like you deserve more than what you're being given. And you do. So before we talk about how you can actually raise your prices, let's talk about why. Because I know that raising your prices is a scary thing. The scariest part about raising your prices is that you're not gonna be able to get clients. Don't you feel that? I know that I feel that. I think, when I send this proposal, it might be too much. And then they're gonna say, you know what, I don't wanna work with you. And then where am I gonna get, my next job? And it may be true. The person that's paying you $500 might not want to pay you $2,000. And charging $2,000 would be scary if the industry didn't actually charge $2,000. If like nobody else charged $2,000, that would be crazy. But the issue is that in this industry that you're probably in, people are paying $20,000 for the same type of work that you're doing. And there are people that are paying probably even more than that. So it would be one thing to say, $2,000, that's pretty high. Like that's higher than what I'm used to. I'll still stick with the $500. You just have to find the people that are willing to actually pay $2,000. And trust me, there is, because there are people willing to pay $20,000 for the same type of work that you're doing. And you might be thinking, okay, I charge $2,000, but is my work going to be good enough? Will the clients like my work? And the answer is yes. Here's the thing, charging more is not only going to help the client, but it's also going to help you. When you charge more for each project, you don't have to take on as many projects, meaning that you can actually spend more time on this one project. If you spend more time on this one project, you're going to be able to actually spend time pushing the boundaries of your creative work. And as you push the boundaries, the end product is going to be a lot better than what you've created before. And so the client's going to be happy, but then you're also going to be happy because now you have probably one of the best pieces of work that you've created that you can then go to other potential clients and then sell at that same price point or even more. By actually charging more, you get more resources to do the creative work that you're doing and do it at a better level. Take, for example, if you're still charging $500. To make $2,000, you would need to have 4 projects. So you might spend a little less time per project, but think about all the administrative time that it takes to get the clients, onboard the clients, talk with the clients. There's so much back and forth. So you're doing a lot more work outside of the creative project for $500, and you're doing that for 4 different clients. Think about if you had just one client, you get paid just as much as 4 clients and probably spend less time and have a better result. So again, by charging more, you win, and so does the client. The last thing I'll say is don't suppress your own desires to please the clients. It's okay to want to be successful. It's okay to want to make money because you want to feel valued. We all want to feel valued for our work, and it's okay. So today I am giving you the permission to desire more and desire a life where you're free, because that's probably why you started your own freelancing business in the first place. You started it because you wanted that freedom. You didn't want to work for somebody else. You wanted to work for yourself. You wanted to be able to create the things you want to be able to create. And you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to want that. Now it's time to charge for your value so that you can actually live that life. So now let's talk about how you can actually raise your prices and how to actually negotiate these price raises. Before we keep going on in this video, if you found this video helpful so far, please make sure to like this video because it really does help get this video out to more people. And I want to help as many creatives as possible get paid their worth. So thanks so much. Subscribe and let's jump back into the video. Number one, position yourself as an expert, not a service provider. There are so many people out there that will do work for cheap. And if you're going to compete against them, you're going to lose, because people will go after the cheaper price. It's just how it is. But those aren't the clients that you don't actually want to go after. You want to go after the clients who see you as the expert, and you need to position yourself as somebody that gives more than just execution on creative work. Think about all the industry knowledge that you have. Think about all the clients you've worked with before. That has given you knowledge and expertise to say, I know what I'm doing, and you need to trust me with the process. That's why they're going out to hire, because they can't do it themselves. So they need to find somebody that's going to execute and actually bring value to their business. You are providing a service, but you're also providing expertise. For me personally, I talk a lot about not only just creating the photos and videos, but talking about the strategy that comes with the photos and videos. That's why they're paying me more money, because I'm not just going to be somebody that films and edits and that's it. I'm actually helping them understand what is their content creation strategy, what's actually good, what are commercials and ads that are working, and how can we create those for their company, for their ads. So I actually bring a lot of research and expertise that I need to charge for. So think about how you can charge for your expertise, not just be a service provider. Number two, restrict your supply. Experts are busy and your time is valuable. If you're always available, if you're always saying yes, you're actually compromising on the quality and the experience that you're giving to the client. Think about how much time you want to spend on each project per month. You might see that you can actually only do 2 projects a month versus taking on 4 projects a month. If you can only do 2 projects a month, you probably can't charge $500. You're only making $1,000 a month. That's not a lot, and you definitely can't live on that. So with 2 projects a month, you might need to charge $3,000 per project. To show that you have a limited capacity, you can tell the potential client, I take on 2 projects per month and I have some availability next month. Each project minimum is $3,000. Does that sound good to you? By restricting the supply that you provide per month, the value of your time goes up, but also the value of the project that you're doing for the client goes up. Therefore, you can charge that $3,000 because you know how much time it's going to take and you know the value that you're bringing to that client. Number 3, raise on new clients. So as you're deciding to raise your prices, whenever you get an inquiry, that's a great time to start charging your newer prices. They haven't had a relationship with you before. They're coming in and saying, hey, I love your work. I want this. That's a perfect time where you can actually go and say, okay, this is the availability that I have, and this is how much it's going to cost. And you're going to be at a really great advantage because you don't have some sort of emotional connection with them. If you do have other clients that come back for recurring work, you can talk to them and say, hey, I need to up my prices because I want to give you more value, and we can use the same kind of conversation about why that's important, how they'll get a better product because you're spending more time on their projects and things like that, and say, I'm going to be charging $3,000 for a project and I only have availability twice a month. I know that you're used to $500 and I know that's a lot for you, and that's a big price jump. I'm willing to do this at a discount of $2,250 for the next 6 months, and then after that, if you want to continue to still work with me, we're going to have to raise the prices at $3,000, but I want to let you know now so that you have some time to plan for that newer price at $3,000, but this would be enough for me to still work with you. Is that okay? You might lose some people, but you're also telling them, hey, I have to raise my prices, but I value you as a client. Thank you so much for trusting me at $500. I want to still work with you, but to work with me, you have to pay me more. If one of those clients does say yes, it makes up for the other clients that say no, as well as now you're being valued because you're saying, wow, this person has liked my work, and now I'm going to be able to give them a better product because I'm going to be able to spend, 5 times as much time on each of these projects. Again, the client wins and so do you. You will not be able to serve everybody. It's your time to make the money that you deserve. Look, it's easier said than done. It's really hard to have these emotional connections with clients and then be able to say, I want to have more. It's hard. It's easy to feel insecure. I've been there. But my goal with this channel and this video is that you can see that, hey, there's another person that's dealing and thinking the same way, that's feeling insecure about their work and am I worthy enough to charge this? I get that. I'm right here with you. My hope is that, not only do I help teach or whatever, but that you just feel the empathy and that maybe this will encourage you to raise your prices. I'm gonna be making more creative business videos because I feel like there's not enough out there, and I have so many questions about how people charge and how do you actually do this thing? How do you create a successful creative business? You see all these people making millions of dollars and then no money at all, but how do you get from no money to millions of dollars? Not that you need to have millions of dollars, but how do you grow this business? And I want to document my journey. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you can learn something from it. Subscribe, like this video, and I will see you in the next one. All right, bye.